How's it going, everybody? Curtis Koch here from Broadway Limited Imports. We've got an exciting update for you today regarding our HO scale Shay locomotives that we're going to go dive into today. It's a pretty unique feature on these locomotives that many of you HO scalers probably haven't experienced before yet. Unless you model N scale, then you might have a little bit of experience with it from our products. But we're going to dive into that today, and then at the end, we're going to share a little bit of a tease for something for you N scalers, because I know you guys have been anxiously awaiting some new models to come in. So without further ado, I'm going to demonstrate to you how our smoke unit will work in our HO scale Shay locomotives. So for those of you who model HO and don't dabble in N, you'll probably look at this and think that is a really small smoke unit. Well, you're right. This is our N scale smoke unit that we have put into many other projects such as the Reading T1, the Big Boy, etc. We put the N scale smoke unit into our HO scale Shay for a variety of reasons, but the main one is that the chuffs of Shay, you don't actually have the synchronized puffing as you would. If you watch any videos of cast scenic Shays out on their excursions, you will notice that it's just a continuous plume of smoke. So for that accuracy, we decided to put the N-scale smoke unit in there. And there's a few things about the N-scale smoke unit that you're going to want to know when you're putting together your Shay on the track and programming the smoke unit settings. The most important one is CV218. For those of you who don't dabble in N-scale, the N-scale smoke unit is on a timer. So it only lasts for about a minute by default, but you can change if you want it to go higher or shorter in duration by changing the value of that CV. More information will be provided on that in the box when you receive your model, so don't worry if you can't remember it. It'll be in there for you. It'll be a document displaying all of that, so that way you have that all handy, ready to go. So when you're going to fill your smoke unit on your HO scale Shay, it's really best to take off the funnel of the smokestack, which you can do by just simply pulling it up, and it will reveal the smoke unit right here. As you can see, you've got a little copper pole in the middle of there. That is where the smoke comes out. And it's really best that if you want to get smoke fluid rather into the unit, you're probably going to want to use a syringe. You can put a pipette on there, but you can see that there's a lot of space and you'll get smoke fluid inside the boiler. So the best way to do it is if you take a syringe and you stick it into the funnel all the way down until you hit the bottom, and you're going to want to very slowly fill it up with your preferred smoke fluid. It's important that you go slow, because if you do go a little bit faster, bubbles will form at the bottom, and when the bubbles form, you will not have smoke coming out. You will have air bubbles that will be blocking the way for the smoke to escape. So only a little bit is what you needed. As I showed you earlier, the size of it is very small, so you really don't need to fill it up that much or fill it all the way to the top. And then once you have your desired amount of smoke fluid in, you just simply cap the Shay's funnel back onto the boiler, and you're all good to go. There you have it. That is the smoke unit for our HO scale Shay locomotives. We hope that gives you a little bit of insight as to what the smoke unit will be when you expect it on your railroad. Again, be patient with it. It's very small, as we showed you, the space inside of it. It's got a lot to work with, so just be patient when you're working with it. And if you have any problems, please feel free to reach out to our service department. They'll be more than happy to help you out with that. N-scalers, I know you've been very patiently waiting for some new stuff, and we are really happy to share some new E-units, new tooling, all road-specific details that are going to be coming in stores later on this month, early November. So make sure if you haven't gotten your pre-orders in for these, you get some in. We just got some new samples. That was the C&O one I was showing you. We also got Southern Pacific in the Bloody Nose scheme for the E7s here, and got an A-B set, so you got the A unit and the B unit. And we've got these coming in soon too. So again, if you haven't gotten your pre-orders in for those, make sure you do so, because we expect to be 100% sold out by the time the holidays roll around. So if you're looking to get the N scale in your life a Christmas gift, that's the perfect candidate. Without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time here on the Broadway Limited YouTube channel.